it is time to get back to these Nurket levels. So that is the plan. Hope you're having a good Sunday. The final weekend before Christmas. Can you believe it? Christmas 2025 has nearly arrived. That is shocking. So, that's the deal. The dealio of life. What's going on, Ty? Shout out to Ty. Coming on by. What's going on, Dave? Hey, Super Trucker J. Big shout out to my buddy, Super Trucker J. Hope things are going well for you out there. We are almost at Christmas, people. We are nearly at Christmas. I'm sort of, I have more dread for the next 3 days than I anticipated. I was thinking I was just going to be in the zone of like, well, only 3 more days, then we're there. But now it feels like, you remember senioritis when you were close to graduating as a senior in high school, but then those last couple months like lasted forever, didn't want to do anything? It's almost like that. It's a little bit like that, I'd say. And I have an interesting job that depends on other people's involvement. And because it's the holidays, a lot of people are going to be out. So it can introduce some interesting scenarios. What's going on, Balin, Adeline, and Susie? What's going on out there? I got my laundry in. Hit that like button, double tap the screen. There we go, it's working. It's working all around. All right. All right. Let's start it up. Waiting for Monday for the more tests and possible Tuesday. Okay, so you're in a waiting game. You're stuck in a waiting game, my friend. Wait, did I pick the wrong level? Oh, no, okay, I got the right one. I was expecting to see Goombuds in the title, but it's because it's in the description. Okay. We're ready. What's going on, Toons? Merry Christmas. Shout out to Toons. Oh, boy. Well, the good news is we have a practice pipe. Wow, this is crazy. This is already on the crazy side. Closer. It's a little more what we're looking for. That's a little less what we're looking for. What's going on, Yanni? Paulino? Shout out Paulino on YouTube. Ouch. Come on. All right, this is tricky, people. This one means business in a very specific way. Whoop! See? Right there, the big challenge is I've already got a bunch of right-moving momentum built up at that point. So I gotta fight against it right there. Oh, man. What's going on, Anthony? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Okay, so now I see what I changed is I'm throwing that up even earlier, and that's what's making it harder to re-grab. What happened there? Oh, I must have missed the on-off. We're finding all the ways to break it right up front. You know what? I wonder if it helps. What's up, Clumsy? I wonder if it would help at all to not jump and throw. Or maybe like that? Thanks for shouting out the amazing Super Trucker J. Oh, man. Man, it's so funny that my first, couple attempts... Well, I feel like I say that a lot. I experience that a lot, where the first couple attempts go very smoothly, and then I spend the next 20 attempts struggling to do what I did relatively easily on the first attempt. Hey, Tunes! Thanks so much for the super chat. Thank you for that support. What's up, Sally?
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
Loaded. What's up, DJ Apollo? You lurking? The background. Been in bed for 2 days, but the back. Oh, gosh. Irritable and grumpy. That's fair. All right. Big shout out to DJ Apollo. Set up a prayer for you, bro. What's up, Eddie? You ready, Eddie? Okay, what's up, Savage Chewbacca? You got your laundry in. I just put mine in as well. Yeah, we're all synced up, Savage. We're all synced up. There we go. Yeah, we finally did it. Ooh, well, didn't do much more than that, though. What's up, Jess? Shout out to Jess on the vertical. Not quite. Oh my gosh. There we go. Shouting out Clumsy as well. I'm losing my mind here. I'm losing my mind. And thank you for the heart and the share showing me you care. Man! I'm going to sound like a broken record, so I'll just say nothing. What's up, Fernando? Something tells me I have the wrong approach here. What's up, Dots? I am not getting back to it. Ugh. How do I fix that? Wow. We're off to a rough start here, chat. There we go. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh. What? I don't know what we're doing there. But we made progress. We made big progress there. We're gonna get a kiwi. Oh! I think it's telling me to Z jump into it, and then I can Z jump off of it. Hey, there we go. Oh, what's up, Ken? How are you, K. Barowski? Okay. Yeah, that has to be it, but I'm not timing the first... I'm not timing the first part. This is going to be a tough level, chat. I don't know what to tell you. There we go. The good news is the beginning is starting. Oh my gosh! Thank you for the likes, Double Star. Big shout out, Double Star Mom 35. Thanks for the hot tunes. Okay, I've got a strat for that part now. I have to... I think I'm wrong. I think it's 2 throws. Thank you, Tunes. Maybe it's not a Z jump into it. Because I think the first toss brings the platform up where I can land on it. So as long as I get it in time, it's like the check is... What's up, Dave? If you did it in time, then the platform's there to catch you. I think that's the idea. And I just have to immediately jump again and throw my little buddy. Oh, man. Dave, this one is crazy tough. This feels like the toughest one so far on this account. In a good way, though. It's still very fun and fair. See, that's where I keep hesitating, thinking I need to wait for the platform, but it's the opposite. I have to jump out there and then trust the platform to catch me. But that's what doesn't make sense. So that was what okay. I landed here. This arrow that's pointing to the right, it's telling me to throw the Goombrat into the one-way so it will fall and be ready for my next jump. That's what I think. Maybe it's a Z jump from the platform. It just all happens so fast. It all happens so fast. What's up, Charles? Does anybody see it? I can't quite, get a vision of what I need to be doing. I can't quite put the order of operations together. It's a brutal one. Oh my gosh. This is a tough one, Con. See that how there's so little time. I throw it up here. Do I need to jump out? Do I just stand on the ledge? Maybe I could just stand from the ledge. Can I kick it on its way down? Yeah, well, so here's the trouble. I throw this guy up. Then I land down here on the platform. Now, what needs to happen is the Goombrat has to get where this coin is. But not only does that need to happen, I need to be spin jumping in order to utilize him. So I have to land again after throwing, which makes it seem like I just have to spin jump to begin with, but the spin jump doesn't get enough height. That's where it's like breaking my brain. Toss the Goombrat up, then immediately tossing it to the right below the one-way. Don't know how to make it work. Broke a string. Go out to the fender. What a disaster. Sorry, Dave. There we go, Tunes. Can you kick it on its way down from there? Yeah. Well, if I'm on this platform as this thing is falling, the one-way is all the way up here. But maybe it's a spin jump from the platform. We'll get it, Con. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Like that there's a 0% chance. Maybe I have to be on the left side. Maybe it's that if I was on this left side, would that change anything? No, because it's... What's up, Eric and G? Watching the Christmas toy. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch that one. That's the best. Meteora. You gotta check out the Christmas toy. The original Toy Story is the Christmas toy. Oops. Thanks, oh snap. What's going on, Rob? Like, what could we do here? It definitely seems like I have to make the move while it's falling. The part that doesn't make sense is I can't get the height with the spin jump. Good evening, Yuri. I'm contemplating searching up a clear video. Because it doesn't even sound like we have any ideas. Wow, that was lucky. You play Nurket World? Nice, oh snap. Tried, couldn't find one. Okay, so we might be on our own here. Thank you, Jess and Dave. They already knew the deal. They already saw that coming. Does it need to land on the spikes? Yes. The resting place for that thing is the coin. There's a coin that indicates where the next jump is. Not feeling Christmas this year? Uninterested? Same old, same old? Yeah, I think some years feel like that. Oh. Finding the cool levels here, snap. Oh, we did it. That is so crazy because you have to rush to the right in order to make it past that first icicle. But if you just saw what happens if you go too far to the right, it's game over. There we go. Oh, and then I was too slow. What's going on, Gene? Genius? Gene the Genius. I'm too slow now. Change something. Bro, this level is tough. This level is precise. It is not playing around. So it's I have to find a way. First year single in 14 years. That is tough. First year, especially after 14 years. That's definitely tricky. Because you have all the memories of all the same traditions that it's no longer there. So that's definitely tough, Savage. Next year will definitely be better than this one. I can guarantee you that much. But I'm sorry you're going through it this year. I think that's the most comforting thought in your spot, is that it's not always going to be like this. You know what? Maybe throw the thing a little ahead. I think I have to... What I'm missing is I have to land on the left side and take a step. If I take a step, I'll get more height with my spin jump, and the extra momentum might be enough to push it in place. So I think we are almost getting there. Save some money. There you go. There's a bright side. There's a silver lining. Oh, gosh. Bro, I'm losing it. I am losing it. Bro, what in the world is this? It's a different order of operations. Be more left when you re-grab, jump up and kick against the one way. That's my goal. What I'm trying to do is the issue is not having enough time to do what I'm trying to do, which is first you throw it up here. Then one way or another, most likely as it's falling, I need to hit it up against this one way that's kind of blocked by the pause screen. But see this one way. That's there in order to guarantee that it falls in a straight line to the coin, which is indicating where I need to jump to. Now, this dude's going to be upside down, which means that I need a spin jump in order to jump off of him. So the two things that it seems like I don't have enough time to do, I don't have enough time to re-grab, jump, and throw, even once. But while we can be really sure that's not the answer, is I would then, if that was what I was supposed to do, I would then have to land again and initiate a spin jump, which there's a 0% chance best player in the world couldn't do that. There's just not enough time. So what makes the most logical sense is there is a way in which to time it and approach this so that as it's falling, I could, like, initiate a spin jump. Maybe it's that I'm supposed to stay here. Let's try the hanging off the cliff situation. And if that description doesn't make sense, it will in a second. No, maybe not a second. Thank you for the roses, Lewis. You wish you didn't have to buy gifts. Oh my gosh, this is tough. Throw the thing a little ahead. Maybe you kick it up the moment you start to jump up. Ironically, then it would have less time in the air, Ed. Because that's part of what is making it not work, is that thing is already falling That thing's falling too quickly. So if anything, we want to go the other way with it and throw it up as late as possible. But why that ends up being a trick is the later I throw it up, the better the chance that the platform doesn't get activated in time. Because that's why we're hitting the on-off, is to get that platform in place for... Oh, buddy, we got it. Couldn't find a clear video, no doubt. Mario Maker 2 is a tactical game with a relaxation game. It can be both. It can definitely be both. But this is scary that this is this early in the level. This isn't like end of the level challenge. This is just like random part. Okay, I still didn't try the hanging off the ledge. Like that. Okay, come on, Patty boy. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Too far right. Oh, my gosh, chat. This is tough. This is precise. Oh, I knew I was... And it's another one of those situations where what makes it so difficult is a little invisible. It's not necessarily... Oh, like having to resist all that momentum there is a bit of an invisible challenge. It's a tough one, Shergan, 007. Well, what I was thinking of just having Mario stand here and throw it up from here. But even if that worked, I'm convinced now that's not what you're supposed to do. I think what I'm doing now can work. It just has to be set up just right. So I do think I want to throw it up as late as possible. Like that. Yeah! Did you see that? It actually fell right where I needed it to. So now I think that's it. Because the fix here is I have to throw it up as early as possible in the jump. So I think that, if I've learned anything from the Nurket levels, often the way that he'll use the gimmicks, in this case throwing around these little dudes to activate switches, is throwing it early or late. Oh! See, now he's in position. Now it's just a matter of being able to get Mario in the right spot. But we've now built it up. Everything except Mario being there. Oh, nice. Maybe part of my issue is I'm doing too small of a jump. I think that might be part of why the timing is so off. Is I'm doing a really efficient jump there. I think it's working against me. Like this. There it is, bro. That was it. Oops. That was it. Later, genius. It was the jump. The thing that I was doing wrong the whole time that was making it so difficult was doing a small jump leading into that. But you saw when I did a full jump and threw it up late, everything was in the right spot. So in my experience with levels like this, once you find something that makes everything line up, you can be nearly positive that's what you're looking for. Okay, now that time I was too late because I got there later. So the only way that big jump works is if I'm there very quickly, which is right in line with all these levels. There we go. We got it, Tunes. What's going on, J-Man? Thanks, Sen. I need a little more boost. Thanks for the like, genius. I need a tiny bit more boost. Oh, that's nearly it, bro. That's progress, Jess. We're getting there. But we're still at the beginning of section 1. That's the part that my brain is using as ammo to make it feel like I'm not making progress fast enough. Trolling myself, in other words. Trolling myself. I've related it to when I have had to record a difficult guitar solo. A part of my brain is dedicated to saying, don't mess up, don't mess up, mess up. You know you're going to mess up. Don't mess up. Oh, you're going to mess up. Doing that. That's what I mean by trolling myself. It's close. What's up, 3? 2 days without power. That sounds horrible. Did you stay at a hotel? Wow. What's going on, Nathaniel, all the way from Hong Kong? Appreciate you. I've got to be a little more brave. Because now I'm rushing for the sake of the part that makes this timing difficult, as far as like being aware of exactly what it needs to be, is down at the bottom of the screen. You can peek and see where the track changes. Oh gosh, this. So part of what makes this difficult visually is I'm trying to time it basically as late as possible, but it's this dot is what matters, and it's when the platform, not just when the edge of it crosses it, but when the middle of it crosses it is when it makes the difference. So even if you were staring at it with nothing else to worry about it, that would be kind of tricky to judge for that reason. But I'm also, I have full control over how high I'm jumping, which is essentially stalling before throwing the thing up to activate the switch. So it's just, there's a lot going on at once. Oh, I thought that was it. Stay at the in-laws. Power company saying, should have known. Oh my gosh. Sorry going through it 3, especially in the holidays. So that's part of where I changed what I was doing, actually. I was getting... Okay, I think I can fix this once and for all. Same way we fixed that beginning, I think we can fix this now. That was beautiful. That works. If I rush the jump, I'll show you which one. The thing that buys me the little extra time I need, this jump right here. If I do it nice and early, it means I have more time here. See what I mean? I get a little extra cushion on that side if I rush that jump leading into it. This one. There we go. That was nice and early. Oh, but I had such awkward momentum, but that was... Oh, you found it, Dave? You know what? I think I am going to watch it. Because now I'm just so curious if I'm doing it correctly. Oh, no, it's not the clear video. It was me doing it correctly. Oh, wait. I don't think you saw your previous comment. No, okay, I gotcha. Came back on an hour ago. There we go. We've got to stay on now. What's going on, Jonathan? See, I hesitated there, so I'm going to have less time. Oh my good gracious. Well, the fact that this has 2 sections is making me... We're 2/3 of the way through the stream. This level has at least 2 sections, and I don't believe we've even made it halfway through the first section. So I think this is shaping up to be a multi-stream situation. Oh, I got it! Wait, what? Okay. I don't know if that was even close, but that's what we want. Twice in a row would be huge. Ooh, that was close. What's going on, Gaming Band Director? Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Oh, no! Oh! That kind of worked. Did you see that? That time I did the tiny jump, but threw it right away. Thanks for the follow, Tim. I can't quite make up my mind on the best way to approach that. Oh, so close. Oh my gosh, Jet. Oh my good gracious. Now, what do I do here? What is that supposed to do? I throw that up. Good news is we made it back there twice in just like a minute or two. That's where we can make some real progress. Oh, come on, we're almost locked in there. Nurket is amazing 3. Nurket really is a 1 of 1. Even if all you ever played in this game was his 300 levels, that would be worth the price of the game, in my opinion. Oh, gosh. No. An S tier for creator, definitely. Oh, gosh. And see, a level like this is actually a good example of part of the payoff that you get the more you play this game. Yeah, that's more. You know what? It's even later of a toss-up than I was realizing. Somewhere along the line, I started to think I was supposed to throw that at the height of my jump, but I don't think that's how I was doing it to begin with. Man. What I was going to say is, Nurket has some levels that you'd be able to clear even if you had only cleared story mode. But he has other levels like this, where the only way you're clearing a level like this is if you have gotten a real good handle on Mario's movement and just like the platforming elements in Super Mario World. Which oftentimes Oh, I'm late now. I think I have to throw it up even later than that. Oftentimes, I think people picture like a really tough Kaizo level as like if you played this game for long enough, you too would be able to do this Kaizo level. I feel like that's the default image in people's mind. Whereas this level is even cooler in the sense that it's not based on like a specific preset timed Kaizo trick. He formulated this gimmick into a bunch of tricky, very precisely timed challenges. But it's definitely the kind of level no one is getting this on a lucky clear. You're not even going to make it up to this point with luck. Even if you played it a billion times. Oh my gosh. Close, kind of. Every time I think I've got that part locked in, I change something and have to fight against that. See, that was good if I had just gotten Mario a little further left. So at least we're not far off. It's not like we're in questioning how it's done mode. Just questioning how to do it consistently. Which sound like they're the same thing, but they're not. Oh, man, it's factoring in. Part of why I keep jumping there is I'm not factoring in the momentum that this platform moving left to right is introducing to Mario's jump. I'm, like, picturing it like Mario's landing and staying still, but I'm landing and moving right. So I have to compensate for that in a very short amount of time. An overall skill challenge, right. Like, being really good at shell jumps, I don't think would necessarily make this an easy clear for you. Maybe I should just really commit to falling far left there. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of too many things at once in that very small space. And ultimately, I'm overcomplicating it to some degree because I was already getting it. It's, you know, it's... Lurk it away. Lurk away, Clumsy. I keep messing with the timing. I'm throwing it later and later. And I think that's what's this part. Merry Christmas, Luke. I really wish I could see Nurket clear it. I'd love to see the timing he intended. Because I just have to see it once. If I saw it once, I feel like I would have it down within 5 attempts. But part of it feels like I'm trying to hit a moving target in that I don't have a super clear idea of exactly what the ideal. I'm having to go by feel in the moment versus to compare it to a shell jump. If you're doing a shell jump, it is a very specific release time. The only variable is how close is Mario to the wall. That's basically the only thing that's going to matter. But when you introduce enough moving variables right here, there's like 4 different options of things I could do earlier or later in any combination between them. So that's why seeing the one correct way is so powerful, because it answers all those questions. You instantly have the guaranteed correct order of operations. You want this one early, this one late, and then this one early. If you know that, it's a lot easier to hit the target. But as many times as I've gotten it to work now, I think I've made it clear I still don't have a firm understanding of what gets it to work versus what makes it fail. It's also possible I'm doing it wrong. There's a real possibility the way that we found that works is an unintended, more difficult way. That's possible too. I've certainly experienced that time and time again. Like, what if there was a way... What if there's just a more efficient way to actually be able to re-grab? What's going on, Frank? What's going on, Stevie29 stuff? I'm getting a tiny bit discouraged. Because now it's been... Yeah, we're at 50 minutes of the stream. It's been basically an hour in a... What is that, 15 seconds into the level? It starts at 299. So not 50, more like 20. Basically, we spent an hour on the first 20 seconds of this level. That's where it gets a little discouraging. It is just a very tough level, like all as you're seeing. Even though I've done these first 20 seconds 1,000 times now, it's far from a guarantee I'm not going to hit a spike or a saw or miss one of these jumps. Man, if you don't get bad, not really on the outside, because that's where the thing I have to resist is in my own brain. I'm beating myself up over it. Of not being good enough to figure out, not being good enough to understand it. That whole little trolling myself thing is going on. More and more, I think I'm doing it wrong. What if I kicked it up way later? Let's try that. Let's try doing it really, really late, Ed. Because I haven't tried to do it as late as possible. So let's try it and see what happens. Okay, well maybe that could help. Just gotta anticipate it. That's the thing that about doing it too late. The later I throw it, the bigger of a risk that becomes. Because the thing that's happening when I'm activating that on-off switch is it's putting it on the correct track. So there is a point on the timeline when it's now too late. Kick it up as you come down so you can jump up and be in the air. That's exactly what I'm doing. That is exactly what I'm doing. And I'm more and more convinced I'm doing it wrong. I'm more and more convinced I'm missing a step. Throwing it late is the best way. There we go. As long as we can keep the platform below on the track. That's the limiting factor here. Is, as you've seen many times now, if I throw it up too late, the platform is no longer there. But it really feels like it's wrong. It feels like it's missing at least one thing. See? That's the issue. That is the issue. It's not right. I'm 1,000% positive I'm doing it wrong. I am really, really... But what's so frustrating is how well it has worked when I've gotten it to work. And that's where... Earlier in the stream I was saying, usually if you find a way to do it and it makes everything line up, you can be almost positive that's correct. Another reason I think I'm doing it wrong is I'm intentionally rushing. I'm almost 1,000% positive this part right here, I think that's the timing it's supposed to be. So you know what? I should start there. Let's start there because I'm like intentionally getting ahead of the level there. And maybe that's part of where all my trouble is stemming from. Thinking that's helping me. That's what it's supposed to be. Oh, that's not. I really wish we had a clear video on this one. Or I wish Nurket could have stopped by today. Although, he doesn't always remember exactly the thing. But I feel like he'd remember this one. So many of the attempts look like that. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. So it's like that did work. Did it work because I'm forcing it, or is that actually how you're supposed to do it? That's what I still don't have a satisfying answer in my mind for that. I can talk myself into it both ways. Which is especially frustrating in a situation like this because you want to be able to hold on to some sort of, okay, this part, oh my gosh. There's 1,000 ways to do this level wrong. That is the nature of a precise level. See, I'm way ahead of where I should be right now. See, that's what I mean by brute forcing it. I'm way ahead of where I'm supposed to be, and as a result, I can make it work that way. But this is the other thing I have to keep in mind. These, like that first jump, took me a while to get. So it might just be a series of very tough setups. Oh. I was right at the front of the platform. Jump to the toss. I don't know. I know my laundry's about to be out. We'll give it 5 more tries. Sorry, chat. This definitely was a bit of a disaster of a stream. Showed you the same 20 seconds of the level for an hour. But, I mean, this is part of why I typically don't play very, very tough levels. Because I end up all in my head about it taking too long. It's a tricky balance. Now that part's breaking. 2 more tries. Last try. All right. We'll try again tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here, chat. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Big shout out to anyone who hit me with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you so much for your love and support. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling. So if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside, get your headphones in, your favorite music playing. It can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything's completely ruined. Nothing's ever going to be the same without this person, place, or thing in my life anymore. What's the point when things are just getting worse, not better? Valid to feel that way, but it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions, because the truth is there's some amazing stuff coming your way in your life. I can't tell you exactly what it's going to be or exactly when it's coming, but I can promise you it is coming. It's the way of life. You get the bad for sure, but you also get the good. It sneaks in. And when you're really depressed, really anxious, it feels like that's not true. It feels like it really is nothing but the pain train, and it's never going to get any better. And even if something great happened, it wouldn't make any difference because things are too far gone. That's the part that's inaccurate. You might be in a very tough spot right now that is legitimately horrible and going through one of the worst times of your life. That's possible. And I'm not trying to pretend it's not as bad as it is. What I'm trying to convey to you is that when you're in a spot like that, it's very, very easy to give in to the temptation to believe now this is what life is. If you can recognize that this is one of the hardest things in my life, then clearly that's not representative of what life normally is for you. You know what I mean? But in that moment, it feels like, oh, now it's just everything's ruined. It's never getting better. It won't always stay this way. However bad you feel right now, I can promise you, you're not always going to feel this bad. And part of what can be so hard about feeling that bad is being really convinced it ain't never going away. But I promise you, it's not as simple as that. And there is hope for you, and there is some great stuff coming that you're not going to see coming. So hang in there. If any of that resonates with you, know that I'm rooting for you big time. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform you can find me. And I hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Until then, have an amazing rest of your Sunday night. And Christmas is next week, people. Happy holidays. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.